Flexx Luthor, MorgansSneakerRoom. So much soul about to bust out the room. All different flavors, way more than 32. From these shoes, you can't mess with these dudes. Nike Reeboks, the bounce out the knees. Golden Goose is on dude.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Soul Brothers, hosted by yours truly, Flexx Luthor, and none other than MorgansSneakerRoom. What's up? What's new? And how you feeling, my guy?
What is up, man? Yeah, I think last week we talked about our predictions for the NBA Finals, and how your Lakers doing?
Hey, I still got the secondary pick, which was Celtics and OKC, which I still feel are strong. You know, I'm surprised Pacers took that first W though. I was a little surprised on that one.
Why are you surprised?
I don't know. I just didn't expect for them. I just didn't expect for them to take that first W.
It's because you don't know ball.
I like it.
I mean, you're a Lakers fan, right? From North Carolina, which you know, I got a little problem.
Why you got a problem with that?
It's like I'm really big on like supporting
your region.
Like, yeah.
Well, who from North Carolina am I gonna go for?
The Charlotte Hornets?
Yeah. Okay. Sure. One
the
Charlotte Hornets is
Bobcats?
Yeah. Charlotte Hornets came in 95 maybe 95
yes,
I believe.
That sounds right.
95. Yeah. So yeah. Not happening. And then when I got into basketball, Kobe was my favorite player. So just love for Kobe. And once he retired, I was still a Lakers fan. And then when LeBron came, I was like, oh, this just like fell into my lap. I'm like, why not continue being a Lakers fan? Like, then we won a championship. And so
I want everybody to be miserable.
Sound like I know ball. I don't know.
So you got lucky,
I guess.
I mean, can you give me the Lakers starting lineup right now?
Nah, I can give you Paul Gasol, Derek Fisher, Kobe Bryant, Lamar Odom. I can give you that, but
hold on, are you missing one?
I am missing one. Who is it? Paul Gasol, Lamar Odom, Derek Fisher, Kobe Bryant. Who is it?
Maybe Trevor Ariza if we're looking at that 08 team. Maybe Radmanovic. Maybe
well, I mean, you're
Farmar.
You are a diehard sports fan. I'm not. I just stick and move, baby, stick and move.
Well, the Knicks did just take game one from the Celtics about 30 minutes ago. So,
I wasn't even keeping track. Wow, I checked. I checked the Pacers before I hopped on, but I did not check.
Yeah, you just in case you wanted to hate on me.
I mean, 108 to 105 in the overtime. That was a good game right there.
Mm-hmm.
What an upset that would be if the Knicks got past the Celtics.
That would be a crazy upset.
It's gonna be a nice little finals here, I think.
You said it's gonna be what?
A nice little finals here. I was hoping that the Clippers got past the Nuggets, just to shake things.
I was too. I thought the Clippers were gonna be better.
Yeah, just to shake things up. I mean, it's kind of been the same teams over and over for the last few years. So,
speaking of which, the Warriors won yesterday against Houston in a game 7.
I don't think it gets talked about enough. I mean, the Warriors continue to be a contender every year. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean Draymond Green looked old and grizzly, man. Draymond Green looked like Delta Slim.
And bro be out there fighting, bro. Bro be throwing him. Early in the game, boy. Bro be ready.
Yeah,
crazy.
So, we're gonna start off with what we wore today. Flex, what you wear today?
I didn't have this hoodie on. I went with the Gatorade 6s. A lot of people like the green and white pair better, but I've always been a fan of the orange and white. Just because I love that Carmine color blocking. I love when it's used on a different shoe. But also, I just love that it's the classic OG Gatorade bottle. If you guys didn't know, that's what it's inspired by. Lace lock, green body, orange top, Gatorade. And if you could be. So, yeah, that's the pair I went to today.
I like that you put the lace lock down at the bottom.
Always done
Bro,
that.
that's like, that's classic, bro. Like,
yeah. This is classic. On feet pics.
yeah.
They got it tilted up like that. Yeah.
Lace
Right
lock
there
at the bottom, bro. Not doing nothing.
Yep. Not locking no laces at all.
Not doing nothing. So what I wore today was I only left the house to coach tennis today.
Thank you. Oh,
So,
no, Pacer games wasn't today.
We had a tennis match, and I wore the you might think these are Jordan 3s. They're not.
Viper.
They're the Vapor, the Jordan Nike Vapor tennis shoe. This is what I was coaching in.
Do you got all of them?
I just have these. And so all the coaching staff. I had a pair that was like the Air Max 95s a few years ago. But I wore these today, and our coaching staff, we all purchased these maybe 2020. So in 2023, 2 years ago, we all purchased this shoe. And I mean, still looks good. I didn't even say looks good. Still usable. So
the tennis match that never happened.
Well, you were ducking and dodging. Oh, sorry, bro. Can't come to the wedding.
What's that got to do with anything?
That's when we were supposed to have our tennis match.
Oh yeah, I mean, man, you ain't got time, man. You ain't got time, man. We got opportunities on the table. You ain't even trying to make a shake. I gotta work.
I haven't gotten one detail about an opportunity. I don't even know what days I would need to call off to take off.
Soon, my boy. All right. So got a lot of good feedback from last episode. A lot of people like when we kind of go back to the roots and it's just us and we kind of just doing our little banter and bickering back and forth. Exercising those brain muscles, as I like to say, when we have a nice little debate.
Those brain. How many muscles in the brain?
Oh my god.
No,
none,
go ahead.
right?
Keep going. Huh?
There shouldn't be none. Is any muscles in the brain? Tell me.
No.
Okay. I didn't think there was. But giving my brain a workout, and with working out, you get muscles. So that's where the whole terminology comes from. But anyways, I was giving a thought to some of the topics that we could talk about. And with the media that I see now on sneakers, when it comes to sneakers, I feel like it's straying farther and farther away from the root of it, which we've always said is black culture, hip hop culture. And I feel like we're reaching a point where, disclaimer, because I know how y'all guys get. I'm not saying sneaker culture was not deprived from hip hop. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is we're finna see a new generation where hip hop, Michael Jordan, and your favorite basketball player had nothing to do with why this person loves sneakers. I mean, even now, Nice Kicks, Sneaker News, they're shouting out Roman Reigns, showing what he wore to the ring. You know, it's not your favorite artist anymore. Besides the guys that are known for sneakers and sports, who else are we really watching? I mean, we got PJ Tucker, we got Wale. I mean, but these are people that I feel like now we're not even watching them for sports and music. Like, they are like pillars. They are people of the sneaker culture. So my question is, do you think that sneaker culture is separating itself from hip hop?
Well, I mean, there are definitely still hip hop artists and rappers who are, ingrained in sneaker culture. Like you said, like, I mean, I'm thinking back. We talked a lot about Action Bronson last week, right? Action Bronson's a rapper,
West Side Gun.
continually having sneaker releases. Lil Yachty, big sneaker guy, right? Jack Harlow's got a New Balance. Czarface, they've got a Saucony. Run the Jewels, they did a SB collab. So is hip hop separating itself from sneaker culture? Well, it's a little bit different, right? Because like I remember looking back in the day and like watching the music videos and seeing what the artists were wearing on feet, right? And now it's like the top hip hop artists, now they're wearing more of the super high end sneaker, right? Like they're wearing the Rick Owens. They're wearing like, they're not wearing Balenciagas anymore, but they're wearing
what's it called? The bulky. It's like, well, it says actually a term for it now. The trending, the big dad bulky shoe. That's what they're calling it.
Yeah,
like those wide shoes.
They're into luxury, majorly expensive sneakers. Yeah. And like I said, right, like I just name a few more like rappers who have their own sneakers, like ASAP Rocky, he's doing this thing with Puma. And oh shoot, I just had another one. But anyway, like we still have rappers that are in the sneaker game, but like we're not getting the Air Force One by Murphy Lee and Saint Lunatics. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not getting that.
I feel like, so my argument to that is when you have these hip hop artists that drop these shoes, I feel like in earlier years, you knew that shoe was Run the Jewels. Now you got people that's like, who is this and why is it called that? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like we're on the beginning of the shoe is making them hot. You're getting discovery exposure because you decide to do a Nike Dunk Low collaboration, whereas it was like, De La Soul just got their own SB. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's that anymore. It's straying further and further away from that,
I mean, there are a lot of things, especially with SB. I think SB, Nike SB was really the first time, and I might be wrong. So if SB has, let me know if I'm wrong. But
they will.
I feel like SB was the first time we really got sneaker culture outside of sports. You know what I mean? Like, and they had releases before where, like, I had never heard of Dinosaur Jr. until SBs, right? Can't tell you what Mork and Mindy is, but I can tell you what the Mork and Mindy SB looks like. You know what I mean? Like,
I forgot what movie it's based off of, but yeah, go ahead.
I think the movie's called Mork and Mindy.
It's based off the space suit, or I cannot. It's very vague, but yeah, it's based off the space suit that one of the characters wear. But yeah, go ahead.
But the Ultraman, they got like the Ultraman SBs, right? Like, so I don't think that that's new. I think there are people who were probably introduced to Run the Jewels through Nike SB. But again, I was introduced to Dinosaur Jr. through SB, right? And so I don't think that that's changed that much.
Well, when you, like I said, if you look at the media now, I feel like it's more of what's mainstream, what personality is hot. I mean, obviously Travis Scott is Would you consider Travis Scott like just overall hip hop artist, or is he kind of like a
He's
mainstream?
everything.
Definitely
I
saying
think
like
he's
a
mainstream,
he's like a mainstream artist. So
yeah.
I feel like his success is what would you base it off? His music, when it comes to his sneaker releases, and the demand for his shoes, and would you base it off his music, or would you base it off his personality, like who the entity of Travis Scott?
I think it's the entity of Travis Scott, because I would rather purchase a Travis Scott sneaker than listen to a Travis Scott album. That's just where I'm at now. That's just me personally. I'm not saying that his music is bad. It's just not for me anymore in my old age. I loved Al Farrow, but other than that, I'm not a big Travis Scott guy. But I like his sneakers. A lot of it because of the name Travis Scott, like on some real hype beast type stuff. Like, it's just reality.
So if we get more of this person is getting a shoe because of their personality, or basically who they are, and not really the music behind it. Again, I feel like we're just straying further and further away of the tie-in or that relationship that sneakers and hip hop has. I mean,
Go ahead. I don't think that's a fair analogy though, because he got famous. Travis Scott did get famous for his music, right? Like, that's how he was able to get into other ventures. So it's like saying, like, the Yeezys, right? Like, why are the Yeezys popular? Because College Dropout was so good? Like, no.
I mean, is that why the soccer moms got it? Is that why the people that consider themselves high-end luxury people were wearing Yeezys? No.
Yeah, but like, Kanye West is Kanye West, or he became Kanye West because of the music.
But I'm talking based off just the love for that sneaker and the popularity. I feel like when you used to have a hip hop artist or a music artist drop a shoe, it was like, oh, this person is dropping a shoe. Now I feel like it's more based off of like, how big in the media is this person? On top of their music, but how big in the media are they? Like, personality wise, who is this person, or how can people relate to this person? So that's why.
How much can they market the shoe? I mean, they're trying to make money, right? Like,
yeah.
If that's the case, then like, why is, again, Czarface getting a sneaker, right? Like, can you name a Czarface song?
No, I can't. I mean, but it's like a deep cut though. Like, it's like, I feel like that's for those diehard fans. They're in the diehard hip hop fans. I feel like that's for them. But do you see that shoe getting as much love as a Travis Scott?
No.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if we're basing off the music and the artists, I haven't listened to none of his music, and I definitely don't like Travis Scott. But who would you say is the better artist, the better hip hop artist?
Between Czarface and Travis Scott? Czarface. Travis Scott and Kanye West are still hip hop artists. They're still rappers, right? They are still rappers with shoes.
Okay.
Right? That are pretty heavy in the mainstream. Right? Like, I don't think that's a separation just because they're not mainly known. Well, because they're doing things other than music, right? Doesn't make them not rappers.
Okay. But the bigger Kanye got, like, and the fans that he has now, how many you think are going to actually reference back to the Graduation, the College Dropout records, those albums?
That's the thing that everybody says about Kanye West. Like, he made Graduation. You know what I mean? Like, he made. I mean, he's got.
What Graduation is dropped in what? Oh,
wait.
Something. Oh wait. So we're at the point where some of his fans were born in 08. So
You don't like any music you don't like any music or any artists who dropped music before you were born?
no, absolutely. I mean, I go back all the way to the 70s, but it's different
Okay.
it's different for someone that was actually there and was like you're literally living your life as Michael Jackson is dropping Thriller. Like, obviously Thriller was a huge thing, but imagine what it was like the actual day that trailer dropped. You know what I'm saying? So like
I wasn't alive. But like what did graduation sound like in '08 that's different than now?
I mean,
does it sound differently?
I wouldn't even and this is before he said all the crazy stuff. I wouldn't even give Kanye's album a listen. Like,
well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that like
it doesn't sound the same to me. It's not relatable anymore. It's not through the wire. It's not all falls down for me.
That was College Dropout, but
yeah, previous albums.
What does like, but sonically, does it sound differently in 04 than it does now?
Morgan, honestly, it sounds different. That's why I'm gonna chalk it up to. It sounds different, and it's not something I want to listen to compared to what.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general.
You asking me how? You're not gonna say I'm not talking about you.
I'm saying, does it sound objectively? Does it sound differently? The notes, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, it doesn't matter if kids were born in 08 or if they were born before 08, before graduation came out. Like, it doesn't sound. It's the same album. It's the same album, right? So it's like, I feel like it's unfair to say, okay, hip hop, like sneakers is straying from hip hop because Travis Scott, Kanye West are known as more than just rappers, right? I'm still saying that they are rappers who are, I just know that there are rappers who are coming out with sneakers. Rappers are coming out with sneakers and rappers are wearing sneakers.
Okay, so what I'm saying is when I was first starting to collect sneakers, we were checking 106 in Park. What is this person got on? What is this rapper got on? What I'm saying now is no longer like that. When you seen the sneaker blogs, they were posting hip hop artists. Look what Jim Jones wore to this video shoot. Look what this person. It's no longer like that. You got Kylie Jenner. You got Travis Scott. You got people that it seemed more like how sneakers and hip hop were intertwined. Now it's not like that. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like in a couple more years, it's not going to be like it. It's not, hip hops and sneakers is not going to be tied together like it was before. I feel like every step that we take further on, we stray farther away from hip hop and sneakers kind of being that, oh, that's where it came from. That's where it started, you know.
So let me ask you, does 106 in Park still exist?
No, but video still exists. I mean,
okay,
music media is bigger than ever. You can literally put music videos anywhere. TikTok, YouTube, anywhere. And nobody's checking to see what the hottest rapper has on. Nobody's checking this. Nobody's. You're not seeing that posted nowhere. You're not seeing that posted on the fashion blogs or the sneaker blogs. It's what is Kylie Jenner wearing? What did Jeff Bezos have on? Oh my God, Jeff Bezos had on Air Jordan 1. It's not. If you go back to the Nike Dunk Panda, where did that craze come from? That was in the past few years. That's been the biggest, I guess, sneaker craze, right?
The biggest.
In the last few years,
anyway, I'm gonna let you have that one. But
in the last few years,
I'm gonna let you keep saying
what has been bigger than the Nike Dunk Low, besides the Air Jordan? What has been bigger than that?
I mean, you just answered it yourself. You're answering it yourself. I mean, we have all sorts of stuff. I mean, but go ahead.
I'm saying no. We got to go back because you know
Panda is the biggest.
You trying to like play on the fence. What has been the biggest boom in the past few years in sneakers besides the Nike Low Dunk Panda? Name it.
I mean, how do you define biggest boom?
Like people were just paying insane prices for a regular shoe. Like this is the talk. Oh, are pandas dead? Are pandas alive? Pandas whack? Or pandas this? Or pandas that? Why are we calling everything panda? Panda, 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 panda. You can't tell me that was the talk for like 4 or 5 years, bro. You can't tell me that.
It was, but I just don't think it was the biggest boom in sneakers. I just think it was
No. I say in
overplayed.
recent years. In recent years, you don't be
Okay,
listening, bro.
I still don't think it was
you
the
be
biggest boom
selective listening.
recently.
You be doing selective listening. I said
No, I still don't think it's the biggest. It's the biggest.
Name one. You got to name something.
I don't have to. I'm not going to. But go ahead with what you were saying.
Anyway, so what was that influenced by?
No clue. It was simple.
Was it influenced by hip hop?
No clue. I don't know. I don't know what it was influenced by.
And that's what I'm saying. And a lot of people got into sneakers based off of the Air Jordan 1 craze, the Nike Low Dunk Panda craze. And that's what I'm saying. That these people that are making content now, that are getting these followers, that are making these brand deals, or being and becoming the face of sneakers, did not get into sneakers for hip hop. So guess when they pass this on, it's not going to be because I seen Nelly on Tip Drill wearing a pair of Air Forces. It's not going to be that. I seen Jim Jones on the ballin' video.
Hold on, but did you get into sneakers from hip hop artists?
Absolutely. Hip hop.
That's
drug dealing on the block.
Contrary to what you said.
The block is hot. The block is hot. What you mean?
Bro, you were saying that you got into sneakers based on what you saw outside on the streets. Not hip hop artists.
So you don't think the streets is the hip hop?
So
like I mean
so wait a minute. So everybody who you saw out on the street, they were hip hop artists, they were rappers?
Bro, what do most hip hop artists rap about?
Like most? Like who are we talking about?
Most. Give me.
So J. Cole, what does J. Cole rap about? He raps about.
I ain't from the Ville where like they carry 4-5 like chains for a 20. What I look like scared. Come on, man. Guns. No,
okay.
Next artist.
But hold on.
Next artist.
Listen. I don't hear the rappers. Okay, rappers, they rap about. You're saying that rappers only rap about drugs and guns, which I've heard that said from other people before who don't look like us. But that's
no,
cool.
No. So again, selective listening again. Selective listening. I didn't say rappers only rap about that, but for you to
most
say
rappers rap about.
Yes.
Okay.
What do most rappers rap about?
Okay, go ahead. What do they rap about? I don't know.
The streets, whatever street culture was in the street, not snitching, staying 100, standing on business, hustling. You can give me Larry June. He don't really talk about drug dealings and killing, but he talk about standing on business and hustling. Still the streets.
Okay,
that's still streets.
So
now, if he was talking about, putting your 401k and rolling it over and putting money into it and, all that stuff and getting a high yield savings account, then we'd be talking about something different. But no, he still be talking that talk.
But I don't understand how you are saying, like, because you got your interest in sneakers from people you saw, in the streets, how that is the same that ties into hip hop, right? Because it's like I understand. I understand your analogy. You're saying, well, hip hop is the streets, so technically, right? Like
I can't take one from the other. So like when I was looking at people in the streets, like I give you a good example. So my brother had a Boost mobile phone, and it had ringtone. And for the ones that know, they know. So whenever it would go off, it was a Gucci song. I move chickens. I move chickens. And like you got to know what that means. And that song, like when you out there, you listening to that music, it's all there. When you doing something, you kind of reference back to a song. Like, I got these all white song, gorgeous.
We
all
were
white
talking
forces
about
and they
hip hop
gorgeous.
artists earlier. We were talking about hip hop artists, like hip hop, like specifically hip hop artists. And now we're talking about the street culture and tying it in. Like,
well, we deviated because you were like, you looked at me like I was crazy when I said that hip hop was the streets. Like that's where it came from.
I get that, but like, are we talking about like?
You're trying to get me to say. You're trying to get me to say.
I'm not trying to get you to say anything. I'm trying to understand what your argument is.
My argument is, I got into sneakers because of what I seen outside.
Okay.
Which was the D-boys, the gang bangers, right? Well, most of them got their ideals or their style from the music they was listening to. Nobody woke up and rolled up on the right side of their shoe and like didn't hear it in a song. Nobody put on a pair of white forces and didn't hear it in a song. You know, like I'm not gonna use that one because I always go against their argument. So I'm not gonna use that. I'm not gonna use that. But
you don't think the culture came first and then they put it in a song?
Okay.
So they didn't start wearing Air Force Ones until Murphy Lee came out with Air Force Ones.
True. But the culture was before me. That's my argument. The culture was
What's that mean?
The culture was already here. The music and stuff was already tied into it. Like that just helped me build on top of what I was already seeing. Now who started all that stuff? Regardless, they still rapped about it. They still whatever was created in the street, brought to the music, and when other people heard it across the world and cities and states, they put their twist on it and they brought it right back and they recycled it, put it back in the streets. Man, put a little twang on it. You know, that's where slang come from. You know.
So back to the original point: is hip hop and sneakers, are they deviating from each other? Right?
Are they becoming separate?
Are they becoming separate? I think that hip hop and sneakers will always have. There will always be a connection between hip hop and sneakers. Now, the type of sneakers that we're seeing rappers wear is changing because there are just more options now, right? Like there are so many more options that people can wear and still be considered cool or fly or whatever. I mean, Westside Gunn's coming out with a Saucony collab, right? Westside Gunn, one of the most popular rappers in the world right now. And he's doing a collab with Saucony, right? Like, I think that it's not separating, but it's evolving, right? The relationship between hip hop and sneakers is evolving. You've got these like this trend that I gotta admit that I'm too old to understand, but like the OPM.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the football cleats. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's not gonna last. That's just complex sneakers needed something to fill up their Monday. But OPM, where everyone's dressed like Playboy Cardi, right? But it's like they're all wearing Rick. You know, like that's something that is, you know, Rick, a Geo basket, in my opinion, is still a sneaker. It's just would that fly in 2009, 2008?
I mean, that term in itself was confused when I first heard it because I was still stuck on like emo. I'm like, oh, that's emo. That's like,
yeah, it's emo.
No,
yeah, it's emo.
It's not emo.
I know. I feel the same way.
No, I was like,
no, that's emo.
That's emo, yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, that's emo. Like y'all,
we on the same page. Yeah, we on the same page.
Yeah, I like y'all think Playboy Cardi is the first guy to paint his nails and put makeup on him? Like, all right, sure. Only time can tell. That's all I can say. Only time can tell. I mean, I just feel like it's one of those things that it's not brought up like it used to be, and I feel like it will be forgotten at one point where people are just gonna be like, "Oh, that's where that shoe is from." Like when you think of these shoes that are inspired by like hip hop groups and artists, like the SB De La Souls, right? Currently, right now, the current mainstream general public sneakerhead, when they see the De La Soul SBs, do you think they know who De La Soul is?
The average, I mean, it depends the age group.
See, I guess we have to get deeper into what the average sneakerhead, what the age group would be for the average sneakerhead currently.
Because if they're over the age of, I mean, I'd like to say 25.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to say 25. If they're over the age of 25.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you probably know who De La. If they have the De La Soul SBs, they probably know who De La Soul is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there was a young lady on TikTok who...
I remember that. I already know
that. They had the fake pair.
Mm-hmm.
She had a fake pair. She was advertising for DH Gate.
And she's like, go get these right now. They still...
Go get these. These are so cute. They're the De La Soul SBs. She was like, I've never seen anybody with these shoes. And I was like, I got it. And it was the lowest, too.
Yeah.
It was the lowest, but... Yeah, that was a rough one. I was, man.
But that's what I'm saying, and I feel like those videos get way more views than a video like yours, telling you the actual story behind it, when you got them, what price you got at them, how, just your being relatable to the shoe and what it actually means, rather than, oh, it's a cute green shoe that I've seen nobody wear. And I feel like that's what sneakers are becoming. This is this nice pair that I seen Kylie Jenner wearing. Oh, that's a nice pair to wear to the airport. This reference back to KJ's episode. Well, Rachel don't listen to De La Soul. Rachel ain't listen to the latest West Side Gun.
Man. Rachel's will surprise you.
Rachel is worried about their RNA, their rollover. she ain't worried about what.
Hold on, Flex. Can you name a De La Soul song?
I can't. All
right, so you Rachel then.
But that doesn't mean that I don't know who they are. Like,
okay,
I know what the shoe stands for. And I know it's based off of their album cover. Like, I know that.
Which album?
But which album?
All right, Rachel.
What album is it?
I'm 3 Feet High and Rising.
Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, you got a little shaky there. But anyways, again, so is your average sneakerhead gonna know who De La Soul is?
I think that would be interesting.
Do they even care to know?
I think that'd be an interesting poll for the listeners. I think that'd be an interesting poll to see. Do you know who De La Soul is? I still feel like if somebody gets the De La Soul dunks, right? They go and they search for, and they pay that price. They have to know at least who De La Soul is.
If they're gonna pay the price, yeah, I get you. If you're gonna pay $1,000 for that shoe, and
is it $1,000 now?
I believe so.
I got them for $60.
Yeah, I got them for
$60 back in 2017.
They're currently
2016.
They don't went down. They're at $600. I mean, but still, that's that. I mean, for the
10 times more.
Nah, never mind. For a 9.5 right now on GOAT is $898.
That's crazy.
So let me see what a used pair is going for $400 easily. No box.
No box. That's crazy.
Yeah. So,
but if somebody's paying that price, they know who De La Soul is. You know what I'm saying? But earlier you were talking about like the media who's covering these artists, and to be honest with you, like media has changed. Like the way we consume media has changed, right? Like we're no longer getting home from school and turning on the TV and seeing 106 in Park, or like TRL on MTV and seeing like, oh, he's got on those, right? Like we're watching and listening to podcasts like My First Kicks, like he's having rappers on there. We're watching Sneaker Shopping with Complex, right? Like, and we're seeing what the rappers are buying through there, and actors, right? But like,
and wrestlers,
and everybody, right? Like they get everybody on there. But I mean, they're getting rappers on there, right? Like, so I think just the way that we're consuming media is changing, and I am interested to know. Because, like, we both obviously have our own takes on it. I'm interested to know what other people think. Because, like, I know me personally, I don't don't necessarily have the time to consume media like that, right? And like the amount of media I consumed as a kid is way less now than what I'm consuming now, right? And so like I remember going to your point, to Kicks on Fire and seeing Celebrity Sneaker Watch and seeing like, Fabulous is wearing this, right? Like Wale was wearing this, and you know, so while I think that there is still a tight connection between hip hop and, to your point, street culture, and I don't even know if that's the right way to say it, but like the streets and sneakers, I think that it is changing in a way that may feel alarming, because it's not what we grew up on. But again, I want to say that like I'm seeing artists get their own projects. I mean, Pusha T, that's someone we haven't even talked about. Pusha T and Cameron, and of course the Cameron shoe came out 9 years ago. Kendrick Lamar, Drake, like everybody's got Tyler the Creator. He's doing stuff with Converse. Go ahead.
I mean, again, I'm not speaking on this. This not saying nothing about their music, but like the people that you name, they're also like big personalities. Like just overall, just a huge celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people,
because of
it did start from the music. I ain't gonna front. It did start from the music, but then again, a lot of people. Again, once they get in the mainstream, people really don't care what they do. It's just kind of like, this is Drake, and you know what's that title they be using? Who is Drake and what you need to know about? You know, like that's what I feel like. That's what it is about sneakers now. It's not like I don't get that hip hop vibe like I used to from sneakers currently.
How is that different? So but I don't think this is something new. This isn't something new, right? Like we look at Tupac, rapper, actor, right? Like poet, had his own clothing brand, label. He did a lot of different things, right?
Had his own shoe.
He had his own shoe too, right? So it's like
Tupac, the Machiavellis.
So
I'm saying it was crazy, but yeah, go ahead.
What's that? I mean, what's Tupac famous for? You ask people what's Tupac famous for, what they're gonna say? Oh, well, he was in Poetic Justice. He played Lucky. If you ask I'm not gonna say Kanye West. What's Travis Scott famous for? What people gonna say? What's A$AP Rocky famous for?
His music.
You know what I'm saying?
But when last time A$AP dropped something hot though?
What's that?
When last time A$AP dropped something hot though?
A$AP Rocky?
Yeah. That, you know, actually hit the charts that he didn't have to diss nobody on. I mean, A$AP became...
He dropped the baby into Rihanna. Huh?
And you know what? You might, in a couple years, be like, how do you know A$AP? Oh, that's Rihanna's baby daddy.
Oh, Rihanna baby.
Yeah, that's how
What's
it might
Jay-Z
be in a couple...
famous for?
I mean, Jay-Z, come on now. All right, you pushing it, buddy. Come on.
What's Diddy famous for? Well, never mind.
Who? He's a goodie.
Diddy.
But, nah, man, but... I don't know. I feel like that's why we need people like ourselves to stay within sneakers. I know we've spoken about passing on the culture and how do we get it ready for, you know, when we're ready to, I guess, move on. And I feel like that's
sneakers.
Yeah, you know, like people always say, I know I don't plan on having no time soon for me either. But you know, like when you kind of just, you know, sit back and relax and, you know, let them run the game, let the boys get off the bench, get some PT. But I feel like that's something that we gotta remind them of. Like, you know, this is where it came from, you know, because like dunks were hot before Kylie Jenner put them on. Air Jordan 1s
I don't think it was second for Kylie Jenner anymore though, for real. Like you brought her up like. I mean, I feel like you said her name more in the last 45 minutes.
No, because literally, every time they would put something on that girl's foot, I mean, prices. I mean,
But like that was back in like
triple.
2018, 2019 though.
But,
That was like,
and I'm speaking on recent years. That's what I'm saying. Like it hasn't changed now. Now it's like, who can I find right now that's the hottest? Not the hottest song. Who can I find right now that's the hottest? And what can I put on their feet? And that's how we're gonna sell it. You know what I'm saying? As to where, if you've seen like I guess a rapper in a hot shoe, they might have like a hot song out right now. You know what I'm saying? Which it still happens. But you may see an artist that hasn't dropped, except Rocky, that hasn't really dropped nothing in a while, still pushing a collaboration. And it's all based off who he is, like what he, how people relate to him, and like, oh, that's Rihanna Baby Day, that he does this, he dressed nice, blah, blah, stuff like that. He just recently got off of, Beat a Cage, stuff like that, it just doesn't seem the same no more. To me. That's my opinion. Y'all guys let me know.
I do want to bring up two historical moments in hip hop sneaker history, infamous moments.
Go ahead.
The Drake Purple 5. Look
Drake
up
Purple 5?
Yeah, so look up. You got your phone with you?
Yeah, I got them.
Look up the 5s Drake was wearing. It was on it was in a photo shoot. Put like Drake 5s purple.
Okay, yeah.
You ever seen those?
Yeah. Does anyone make real shit anymore? That's really the caption of it.
So those were extremely fake. I think Big Boy had a pair of fake. Big Boy from Outkast. He had a pair of fake.
Yeah, I remember him talking about it.
Yeah. And then Jim Jones, man. Jim Jones was supposed to have like a Ray Allen PE that were. Now, granted, Yeezy Busta was, I believe he was the one who called them out as fake, and they were confirmed fake, but like Jim Jones still talks about them not being real. But
I mean, but again, were those top stories because of the people, or just because it was like they're fake? And
Drake, I think it can be a mixture of both, right? Like this is at the time, Drake was one of the hot up and coming artists in the world, one of the hottest up and coming artists in the world, and he was wearing a fake pair of 5s, right? Like Jim Jones stays relevant for some. He had a really good album a couple years ago. But anyway,
that's another one. That's another one. Like, he's known off of his style, how he carries himself, and not really off of hip hop. He's definitely trying.
One of the greatest.
Oh wait, I'm not talking about my man's music, bro. I like Jim Jones. I'm a fan of Jim Jones, but I'm just saying recently, bro, hasn't really had anything like, oh, hey, you heard that new Jim Jones?
Well, what else would he be famous for?
Put it on. That's what Jim Jones is for, it's being the old young. That's what he's famous for now. That's what Jim Jones. When Jim Jones posts a picture, it is not, oh, Jim Jones just dropped a new album, bro. How are you that old still dressing like that? That is the topic, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's not the same anymore. It's not like people can get hot and be Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Most people don't even know this dude used to wrestle. Like, and
that's not true.
There's a lot of people like, oh, Dwayne Johnson and The Rock is the same person.
I don't believe that. Who over the age?
Look. There you go. There you go. Look, talking about over the age of
over the age of 9.
Over the age of 9 right now. Oh, over the age of 9, like right? No, nah, probably not, bro.
That's
probably
crazy,
not, bro. Like, probably not, bro. You're probably not, bro. It's been a while. Rock's last match was like in the early. I don't even think he did. He would come back every now and then through the 2010s, but like his last match was like early 2000s. Most people were born in 2000s, man.
Yes, but like we weren't alive to see Andre the Giant wrestle.
Rock is
he was a wrestler.
Huge like personality and star, bro. Like he's so huge now that wrestling, where he came from, is using him for views. Like, hey, let's get Rock. Come on,
that's fine. That's fine.
But that's what I'm saying. He's bigger than what he.
I think that people still know that he came from wrestling.
Nah, bro. I ain't gonna go with that because a lot of people don't know that, bro.
Ooh.
I don't know, bro. I've seen the conversations. Maybe they be trolling. Be like, I didn't know that he used to wrestle. But like they show some of these throwbacks. Like, I mean, yeah. But
they got a show on TV called Young Rock, or something like that.
Yeah, I've watched it.
And it's like, how do you not know? I don't believe that's true.
Well, let's get into our showcase shoe.
What you got?
With all the, again, kind of ties into what I was saying. This shoe is releasing again. And there's a lot of shoes that are releasing again that we're not.
Is it the Wu-Tang Clan Dunks? The Wu-Tang Dunks, which is a rap group. They just re-released again last year.
Not a lot of reception either. But for the ones that actually like the music, like hip hop, they were like, oh, I gotta have these, like to the average consumer, they're like, oh, it's a black and yellow shoe with a weird symbol on it. Like, I seen there was a video that had it was the Wu-Tang Clan logo, and you know how like, can you guess this shoe? And most of those people were getting it wrong. They're like, that's the Thunders.
Was it a Got Soul? Was it a Got Soul video? One of those?
It was one of the sneaker cons. I don't know if it was Got Soul.
Bro, you know they be trolling, bro. You know they troll on those. That's rage bait. We need you to get it wrong. This is gonna go viral.
But okay. But anyways, back to the shoe.
Go ahead.
White Cement Retro 4s are releasing again, and I've only seen the Do the Right Thing reference like one time, and that was always kind of like that. Whenever you seen these again, people always mention, I can't believe you just stepped on my shoe, and then you go back to that one pair that I wish I could find, and I would pay that price. Yet? No, and wish I could, not all the way through. Let me be honest, all the way through. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I wasn't thinking, but that was finna go to a whole nother. Yes, this shoe is coming out again, and I feel like this shoe and the Black Cement 3s is kind of like a shoe that you've seen throughout hip hop. Like, all the rappers had like a pair of Black Cements or a pair of the White Cement 4s, and it was just like, I can't wait to get these. And now, it's kind of like, oh, well, the leather's not good, and y'all doing the same thing over again. Which I don't know, but
that's fair. I think that's fair. I think what you're saying is fair. Again.
And I'm definitely gonna grab the 2025 pair.
Because I am also hoping to grab that pair. I can agree with you on that, actually. I can agree with you on what you just said about, because I remember seeing, we've said his name too many times already.
What's with the Black Cement 3s?
And the Black Cement 3s, yeah. And I was like, and Jay-Z, I think Jay-Z was wearing them too. And I was like,
yep.
Yeah, I definitely gotta have them now, right?
I mean, then you think about when Jordan was dropping something, like, you seen that shoe on all the rappers, like all the award shows, all the music shows. Like, this person got them on. This person did something different with them. Somebody put different laces in them, but it was still the Black Cement 3s, or it was the White Cement 3s, or he got Game 13s, the Taxi 12s, the Bread 11s. Like, you seen it because they knew they love hip hop. They love the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, throw them on the rapper.
When Andre 3000 was doing his
another one, Black Cement 3s.
New that Flute album.
Flute album, yeah.
He was wearing the Black Cement 3s with the overalls.
And then think about it, was like a couple years ago. That would have been the talk of the town. You know what I'm saying? Like, Andre 3000 pulls out the Black Cement 3s. Andre 3000 styled the Black Cement 3s. And I feel like when he was given a custom Black Cement 3s, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are huge. I feel like would have been bigger stories. Not saying the story wasn't big then, but like I just feel like it would have been more meaningful. You know, I don't think people understood like what that meant, like him getting that custom or him putting that pair on, like what that meant. Like, it's a classic. It's Andre 3000 with the classic on. So, but yeah.
What I wore today, or no. My showcase shoe.
I like. Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Oh, I thought you did it on purpose for the topic. But yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just late, and so I forgot my words.
Yeah. Can I be real with you?
My showcase shoe.
Can I be real with you real quick? Can I?
Yeah.
I had no idea who Run the Jewels is.
You don't know who they are?
I do. I do. Killer Mike and his group, right? The group he was part of, or still part of, or
Killer Mike. It's a duo.
That's what I'm saying. Like
everyone is LP. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This his group or his counterpart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Killer Mike used to be a part of the Dungeon family with like Outkast and.
I didn't know that either.
He was in And the Whole World. You know he was in that song?
No.
You didn't know Killer Mike was in that? Dang.
Bro, man, I was bang bang shoot 'em up. Like, if you can ask me about a YouTube video from like 2000 with Gucci Man rapping, freestyling, and Waka Flocka in the back looking like he sleep deprived and hungry, I know exactly what you're talking about. But
you never heard The Whole World by...
Oh, no. I've heard that song. Come on, chill out. It's like saying I don't know Sorry Miss Jackson. But
you had a verse in that.
Who? Killer Mike?
Killer Mike had a... Not in Miss Jackson, but in The Whole World.
Yeah, nah. Turned it by that time. Probably, so I'll be real with you. To be real with you, I can guarantee I skipped that song once he hopped on. As soon as I heard him, yeah. Not Big Boy or Andre. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is Run the Jewels SB. This is the low. I'm still kind of on the fence. Like, I could get the highs for like less. I mean, about $100.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think these are a lot better. So yeah, like this is what I wore today, and it's kind of no. This is my showcase shoe. Yeah, it kind of tied into what we were talking about because I still believe that hip hop and sneaker culture is still intertwined.
Yeah,
maybe not the way that we want it to be, but they're still linked.
There's still something there. You know, there's still something there. Obviously, there's still something there, but I feel like that dies with us, if that makes sense.
With me and you,
like us as in it's a metaphor. Like us as in I'm speaking of the people that still love sneakers and kind of group. Because honestly, a couple years, the Run Jewel dunks could be called a Mr. Beast dunks. Because he used that same little color palette and everything. And
yeah, but I mean...
it just takes one influencer. These are the Mr. Beast SB dunks. And it'll be called the SB Mr. Beast dunk.
Has that ever happened before? Anything like that ever happened before?
Let me think. What? Oh man, it's not happened, man. What was the shoe?
Some people might say like bread, calling things bread.
Yeah, switch them from the playoffs, but again,
I don't think that's the same though.
Yeah, it's not the same. I want a shoe that got its name and it
because
like,
how do you explain the logo on the insole if it's Mr. Beast?
If you don't know
that's
who
the run the part. That's the run the jewels.
Guess what? If you don't know who Run the Jewels is,
like I said, I didn't know what Dinosaur Jr. was, but I didn't call the Dinosaur Jr. dunks the Barney dunks or.
I mean, but you called it Dinosaur Jr. But you had no idea like who Dinosaur Jr. was, right?
Correct. I still called them what they were called.
Well, probably because most people knew who Dinosaur Jr. was.
Who? You know?
No, I don't even like the Dinosaur Jr. dunks in general. Like it's an overhyped pair, but
Dang.
you can call it what you want. Ain't nobody want to talk about to the dunk craze. So
I don't think anybody's gonna ever call that the Mr. Beast dunk and then it be taken seriously.
I don't know, man. Like I've seen some crazy things. Like things.
What? I'm looking for. I want to hear a crazy thing.
Yo, I lied to you not. I lied to you not. I looked up Mr. Beast dunk, and what popped up? Guys, thanks for hopping on. Thanks for listening. That's where it ended. I proved my point. I feel like we are now the old men and women that are yelling at the sky, and we're just like, oh, this is not gonna happen. It'll never happen. People won't forget who Michael Jordan is, and people won't forget who this person is, and we gotta understand that those things are becoming things of the past. And those people are no longer doing those things anymore. They may be known for other things now, trying to stay relevant. They could become, I mean, T-Pain right now is one of the top gamers, you know. Doesn't take away from his music career, doesn't take away by how impactful he was to my childhood, but to someone else's childhood right now. T-Pain a streamer? Yeah, I know him. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna talk about, buy you a drink, snapping, But
What about Ice Cube? What's he known for?
Big Three.
Don't do that. Name one team in the Big Three. You don't know about the Big Three, bro.
Nah.
Bro, you know daggone well he's known for being an NWA.
Look, I'm gonna look up.
Ice-T is not mostly known for Law and Order.
Colors. Colors. No, but any closing remarks, man?
Yeah. Again, appreciate everybody who listens every week. Just having the opportunity to talk about sneakers and show you guys some of the sneakers in our collection is a lot of fun, and I appreciate anybody who listens to us.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate y'all when I you ever get in those mid-sentence and you're like, oh yeah, bro, you was wrong. But I ain't going down without a fight. But as I always say, man, love, peace, and sneakers.
So, brothers, yeah.